Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to predict what's going to happen this year in WWE. I have two predictions I think is actually going to happen, and then I have what I call my outlandish crazy thing that's going to happen. We'll see if any of them come true. We'll see how that happens. So, let's get started. We're going to go one prediction per person. I have the predictions that were made in the Discord as well. I'm going to go over those, see what I think of those. So yeah, let's get it crack-a-lackin'. We're going to start with one of my predictions. And this prediction is not going to sound too outlandish because I think we all see this happening. It's going to involve AEW. Everyone's like, duh, what do you think? So, my first prediction was going to be Will Ospreay is going to win the AEW World Title. Will Ospreay will win the AEW title by when they go to All In Europe this year. Or is it All In or All Out? One of those two. Whenever they go to Europe for the show, that he will win the title at that show. That's a pretty obvious prediction. I think that's going to happen. I also think that he's going to have it to piggyback that prediction. I also predict him having 7 5-star matches and above this year. 7. We know Meltzer loves him. Whenever he has a match, it seems to be a banger. So that's my first one. He's gonna have banger matches. Doesn't matter who he's against. It's always pretty much 3.5 star and above on a bad day. So I'm thinking at least 7 5-stars. Pretty much every time he's been on a pay-per-view last year, it was a 5-star match. So that's pretty fucking impressive. So yeah, that's my prediction. Sathan, What do you think of that prediction / spoiler about Will Ospreay 7 5-star matches and winning the world title, the AEW's world title by the time they hit the London?
I mean, you're probably right about the 5 stars.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, is that really a prediction? I don't know, but I mean, you're probably right about it though.
Yeah. And Loser predicts. Speaking of AEW, Loser predicts Darby Allin will win the AEW World Championship. Loser,
that's the new title, right? You're talking about?
Yeah, their World Championship.
I don't know about that one, but
it feels like they're on that trajectory with Jon Moxley and him facing off against each other. I'm afraid that Edge might actually win it. I think Edge is actually coming after it right now, Loser. And I think Edge is going to get it. I think Tony Khan's going to drop it on Edge. But Darby Allin he'd be an interesting world champion, that's for sure.
He's got all year to go for it, so
he does have all year. I just got a bad feeling Edge is going to take it somehow, and then Christian's going to screw his way into it. Like, it's something. It's a world I don't want to live in, but I think it's going to happen that way. AEW doesn't really hotshot their titles that much. That's the thing. And if so, right now he's going up. It's Moxley and Edge, right? So I see Edge beating Moxley, and then I see them killing Edge and Christian stealing the title from him. And then I see Christian losing the title to Ospreay. And I don't see a path to Darby Allin getting it, unfortunately. Unless Edge doesn't get the title, in which case it's wide open. But his path to the title is just so murky, you know what I mean? Like, it's difficult to get there right now.
But you never know.
Yep. Their main event scene's pretty packed, which is not a bad thing at all. But it's difficult where he's at. He could very well easily do it though. That's the thing. So it's not out of their own possibility. So anyways, let's go to one of the Discord predictions real fast. Let's see what we got in here. We got Breezes fan telling me LA Knight will win the WWE Championship. I can't tell you something I don't want to happen less. As we know, I'm not a big LA Knight fan.
I don't think so much that it's even like whether I do or don't want him to. I don't think he's really a title picture main eventer anymore.
They do have so many Adams. They do have a lot of Adams, which was right. Yeah, you're right. He did have a shot. That's another one where I don't see a path. I don't see a path to him getting to the title. You know what I mean? Like unless he gets like a shocking Royal Rumble win, or maybe Money in the Bank. Like he could win Money in the Bank and somehow steal it from somebody. But other than that, he has no path at the title. It's a fun prediction. I can't see it happening. I just really can't.
He's one though that doesn't need a title.
He doesn't. He does. He's very popular. He's very over without a belt. Um, the fact that I can't stand him is just personal. I understand it. Like he's over as probably one of the most over people, right? He's up there with Jey Uso with
Yeah,
eating. Like it's
yeah.
pretty. The LA Knight thing, yeah, is pretty huge. So I don't think he needs the run or the rub.
Yeah, that's the thing is I don't think he needs it.
Sathan, give me a prediction. You didn't put one in the Discord. What do you got?
I don't know because they are so unpredictable until it comes time for it that it's really hard to put your finger on something.
All right, give me a fantasy booking. What do you want to happen? One thing you want to happen this year.
I do want Punk and Cena.
Punk and Cena, like a pay-per-view match, a big show match, like
Yeah.
for a title or
Just I want like I don't know Punk to do something and then Cena not like it and it starts like some kind of a little mini feud.
so like a heel Punk or a heel Cena or just two faces.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I like that.
I don't like the two-face thing, but like
Yeah, two-face thing gets kind of shitty quick.
yeah.
And Cena's one of those guys that they have a hard time cheering for. Like he gets a lot of backlash, so he doesn't get cheered for a lot anyway. So you put him up against another face, and they're gonna make him the straight up heel. So yeah, that's.
And well, just like look at what happened when Punk and Drew started. Like they were both faces technically, and then Drew got turned into a heel.
Yep.
So
Which by the way, he's fantastic at.
Well, of course.
You already know. All right. So you know what? That's going to bring us to a prediction made by Nonsense Steve. He says Cena takes the title from Cody at Mania to break Ric Flair's record, and at that point, Cody Rhodes turns heel. Wow. So I'm wondering if Steve's predicting that to happen at Mania, if he's going to turn heel at Mania, or if he's going to lose his title and then slowly turn, trying to get the title back. Because that would be interesting. And if he goes heel, does he go back to the black hair? Does he stay blonde? Does Cena just bash on his neck tattoo? So that's a good one. I like that. That could be a huge one. Cody is a solid heel. He does good heel work. Right? He's their top babyface right now. The babyface room's getting kind of crowded in WWE, as it were. So like, remember they had the old locker rooms? There's so many faces. So I think one of them's got to turn heel. I could very well see it being Cody. Although John Cena going out as a heel would be kind of funny because he came in as a heel. So that could be good too. I don't know. Let's take that one. Let's parlay that into what Kiltzman said. He said The Rock and Cena at SummerSlam for the belt. Oh God, I can see that. That's the thing. Egos, man, egos. We got The Rock, who's got a massive ego. We got my boy John Cena. He's kind of got an ego too. But what are they tied? One apiece? I do like how somebody said something about sending him to Saudi Arabia. That seems like such a shit move. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I think we have to have that match. I don't know if I want to see that match at this point. But we definitely are going to get The Rock and Cena facing off somewhere. I don't know how big of a fight it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be a huge battle. I don't know what they're going to do, but that's for sure happening. Like, that's... You hit that one right on the head, because there's zero chance that doesn't happen this year. Loser says, I'm sorry, Kiltzman, but I would hate for that to happen. To see two old guys go at it one more time for what? This time for both of them is to give them the rub to this generation. Yeah, you're right. That's what they should be doing. They should be putting over other people.
And that was supposed to be a once-in-a-lifetime match when they fought twice.
That happened twice in a lifetime.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a once-in-a-lifetime, but...
So I see it happening. I don't want it to happen. I think it is going to happen. I think you are going to get that match. I don't know where. I don't know when. I don't even know if it's for the belt. But you are going to get that match. Maybe for The Rock's People's Championship. Like, Just something fucking stupid like that. Like that seems like something they would do. All right. So loser pointed out in the chat room. So I can take this. This was one of my predictions. WWE is going to sign Joe Henry. As we all know, Joe Henry is one of the favorites on the channel. I enjoy watching him. He made himself a star. I see him being a Royal Rumble entrant. I really do.
Yeah, but does that mean they signed him though, or does that mean?
Well, I think so. We're gonna circle back around, but I think this is gonna be a part of the TNA WWE working together thing. I think Joe Henry comes in for the Rumble, and then eventually they sign him. But I do think he debuts on main WWE in the Rumble. Honestly, I think he comes in number 2 in the Rumble because they want that song. They want his music playing. They want the people clapping. They want I believe in Joe Hendry. They want all that. They want all the bells and whistles.
But do you think he's getting signed right away to the main roster, or will he be signed back in NXT?
I don't know. I don't know that one. I think he debuts at the Rumble, and because he's that over, man. Like that song is just, it was one of the top played songs in the world. Like that's ridiculous. It's stupid. But he's a good wrestler. They call him an overnight success that's been in the making for years. Like he's been wrestling for a long fucking time.
But it is possible they sent him to a main roster though, because they did that to Jade.
Yep, it's true.
They didn't put her in NXT.
It's true. So we'll see. So that's a good call out, loser. Well done. So since I didn't have to burn that prediction, I get to make my second prediction of the night. See how I cheated my own system. My second prediction of the night. This one's gonna be crazy, guys. It's gonna be absolutely insane. Becky Lynch signs with AEW. Did you get that? Clip that. Clip that shit. Becky Lynch will sign with AEW in the year 2025. AEW is just shelling out money. Their women's division is a division. They have spent a ton of money to try to make it better. Mercedes Moné has brought eyes to their division. She cost a lot. He understands, look, we got to spend money to make money. I think they go after Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch would be a huge pickup for them. She's a hell of a wrestler. She's over with the fans. People love her. And she can
actually wrestle.
And she can go. Yeah, she can go. A lot of the issues with AEW's women's division is they don't have somebody that can just go. Like Mercedes Moné is good at being thrown around. Like she's good to face off against because you can chuck her, you can do whatever you want to her. But she needs a heater. She needs somebody strong to back her up because I'm sorry, you look at Mercedes Moné taking on Chris Statlander, like this woman cannot beat this woman up. Like it's not fucking possible. I'm sorry. I know you're supposed to suspend belief in wrestling, but that's just too much. But when you bring somebody like Becky Lynch in, you just brought in a monster. She's not overly massive. She's a big girl. She's a strong girl. And you can actually see her beating some of these women. You know what I mean? Like what's her name on I can't think of her name right now. Son of a bitch. The one that used to run around with Vicky Guerrero. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. But she's never won the title, and she's massive. And she just, like, you look at her. None of these women are beating her. You can't see it. I'm sorry. Even when Jade Cargill was there, it was like, who's beating Jade Cargill? Like, nobody. So it's like, I'm sorry. I think Sky Blue is great, but she doesn't have a shot against some of these women. Nyla Rose, that's it. Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is just crushing these women. Like, she should. It's just, I'm sorry. Sometimes it's hard to suspend belief when I see little 75-pound Hikaru Shida beating up Nyla Rose. I don't buy it. I want to buy it. I don't buy it. I can't. It's hard for me. It's like James Ellsworth beating up Braun Strowman. Like, I don't buy that either. It's never gonna happen. So it's difficult. I think Becky Lynch comes in, makes a huge impact on AEW. We're talking about AEW's women's division more next year. I do think Becky comes in and Becky will be main eventing their European show. Well, not main eventing. She'll be the big women's match in the European show. The tribal chef, Mr. Whiskers, he says Adam Pearce will do battle with Mr. Nick Aldis. That's been like a prediction for the past 3 years for a lot of people. Two former NWA champions going at it. Oh man, Nick Aldis. I feel bad for him, man. He was in Glory TNA days for me, man. Like he was great, and then it just folded. I don't know why it hasn't happened already. Like for me, to me, that's like a Survivor Series match. Get the Raw GM against the SmackDown GM, and then make the GM of NXT be the special referee, like the Rock's daughter. Bring her in there, have her special guest referee or something. Like I don't know why that hasn't happened already. To be perfectly honest with you, it should have. And now we go to Coconut's prediction. The Wyatt Six all end up with belts at some point, if not the same time. Whew. Could they win the tag? Could they win the tag team titles? Absolutely. Could they win an Intercontinental US title? Absolutely. I don't see a world champion in that group. Well, Nikki Cross already won the world title, so Nikki Cross maybe could spooky her way into the women's title again. So maybe they get the women's title, the tag titles, and the Intercontinental title. Is that all of them? 2, 4.
No, that's now that they got the two new women's titles.
So that's one out. So they're missing one title. I don't know if they all do it at the same time. I could see a lot of them holding the belts. I could see them getting the tag titles, no problem. The Intercontinental title. Maybe.
I don't see Nikki winning the women's champion, but maybe the mid card.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about the women's mid card titles. So WWE already. So she could very easily pull one of those. Like take that from Chelsea Green or something. Chelsea Green, or somebody like that. I can't think of how they would get that title. I just can't. I want to. I'd like to. It'd be fun. It'd be a fun thought. I can't think of it.
Tag team's easy. You can easily start a storyline with the tag team.
Yeah, tag team. You let Brutus and Julius win the title, and then you go after them. Like it's not too shabby. Although SmackDown's tag team division, if they let them wrestle, they'd be pretty good. I mean, you got DIY, you got the Motor City Machine Guns. I don't know, maybe an Intercontinental title run. Again, the world title scene WWE is pretty much set right now, so it's gonna be hard to break in there. Okay. Now, my huge prediction, okay? I want everybody to brace yourselves, because this is going to take some tinfoil hats, a lot of using the old Kasaba, okay? This is a big, long, drawn out prediction for you, okay? So, John Cena will not win the Royal Rumble, okay? He's not going to win the Rumble. He will, however, win Elimination Chamber and get a world championship shot at WrestleMania by winning Elimination Chamber. He will then win the WWE Championship away from either Gunther or whoever's got that one. Because he's not going to take it from Cody, I don't think. He might.
So the World Heavyweight.
Then it's the WWE. I don't know. He's going to win the World Championship, one of the World Championships. I don't know if it's going to be Cody. It might be Cody or Gunther, one of those two. He's gonna win one of the two major titles, and then this is where it gets crazy. Okay, then he's gonna do something as part of the deal with TNA, the working relationship. John Cena, in his last year, will show up in the Impact Zone. Following me? He's gonna show up in the Impact Zone, something he's never done. He's gonna bring the world title to the Impact Zone and cut a promo. And how he's broken Ric Flair's record, and he's going to talk about that. And then out from the back, you're going to hear not Joe Henry, who I want to be the champion. No, it's not going to happen. Nick Nemeth is going to come out with the TNA World Championship. Now, it may not be the NWA title, but its lineage kind of goes with it. Like, you kind of started. That's where TNA started with NWA. And Nick Nemeth is going to. He's a champion now. He's the face that runs the TNA. He's the guy in charge. He's the man. He's going to challenge John Cena, title for title, at TNA Bound for Glory, their big event. And at TNA Bound for Glory, John Cena will win both the WWE Championship, which he already has, and the TNA World Championship. That's right. John Cena will be a double champion. TNA, WWE champion. How he loses them, I don't know. Maybe somebody catches him Money in the Bank. He loves losing his titles with Money in the Bank. Yeah, that's how he loses one. I don't know. We'll see. Who can say? That's what we're going with right there. John Cena will be a double champion at TNA Bound for Glory.
I could see Cena.
Him having that match will make their pay-per-view buy on that show top anything they've ever had. Him and Nick Nemeth headlining that show.
I mean, I could see that show, but I don't see it with Cena being the WWE champ.
Oh, absolutely. And then
that's how he's going to break the record.
And then John Cena has both titles, takes them to Monday Night Raw, shows out for Netflix. TNA is happy, their belt gets exposed. WWE's happy, their boy's on top. He loses the title somehow, and then the next pay-per-view John Cena's on, he can lose to whoever. I don't fucking care. He can lose to whoever in TNA, put them over. At that point, I hope Joe Henry's not in TNA. But he could lose to like somebody like Moose or somebody like that, somebody defending TNA's honor. Oh, we need the belt back in TNA. Moose would be a good call. Just not fucking Jeff Jarrett. Keep all belts away from Jeff Jarrett, period. So, I mean, remember when Kenny Omega was on TNA years ago? They did gangbuster numbers. Could you think if John Cena was there? John Cena on TNA. That's it. That's the big one. That's the one I've been waiting for. I'm telling you guys about. It's the stuff dreams are made of. Oh, perfect. Yes. Whiskers, genius. AJ Styles comes out, says, you know what? I need to win the title back for TNA. And AJ Styles wins the title. And he defends it the rest of the year for TNA because they have that working relationship. And AJ's not doing the damn thing. And AJ Styles seems to have great matches with John, or used to have great matches with John Cena. So, there you go. Perfect. Bring in AJ Styles to do it. Just not Austin Aries or somebody like that, or Alberto El Patron. One of those fucking guys. Keep them away from the belts. But yes, I like AJ Styles. AJ Styles is a great call. Because then AJ can lose to someone like Moose or Eric Young or somebody like that, and it's fine. No worries. TNA and WWE pull that off. TNA will have two of their biggest buys of all time. All time. Even back when they were in Orlando, when I used to go to that fucking show. Like, it will destroy anything they've ever done. It would be iconic. Iconic! It would be incredible. It's what we want. It's what everybody wants to have, and not by everybody I mean me. It's what I want. So that's how John Cena would break Ric Flair's record. Could you imagine that's how he breaks Ric Flair's record? Going to TNA and doing it? TNA! Could you imagine?
No, he'd already have done
it. I thought he ties Ric Flair's record if he wins the next one. Is he already tied?
With Rick. Yeah.
Oh, so WrestleMania he beats it. So then he goes one up on it. Nice. And then he could lose like Randy.
That's why I don't think he'll take. I don't think if he goes to TNA that he'll take a title with him. I think that's how he wins the title and beats his record.
Oh, you think he beats it with the TNA title?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be fantastic too. I'd love that as well.
I think that's how he goes 17.
I think he gets it at Mania though. I really do. I think that's you put John Cena title match at Mania. It's already going to sell out. It's going to be a huge show. Boom, done. Then you get him in that TNA ring. Give TNA that John Cena rub. It's going to be amazing. TNA is like the fourth wrestling promotion right now. There's what? WWE, AEW, there's New Japan, and then TNA. TNA, if they did that, would jump New Japan in this country. player has different promotions. That's exactly my point. He'd get a title in another promotion. That's what would make it so neat, so good, so cool. I'd it'd be so good. That's what I need to happen. It's not what I want to happen. It's what I need to happen. It's what I think will happen. And Dolph Ziggler would be fine with it too. Like that's a huge payday he'd be getting. He'd be getting a nasty slice of that. And working in TNA, it's not like John's gonna be traveling a lot. They record all their shows in like at the day after the PLE or pay-per-view. So you could do a pay-per-view on a Sunday night, and then record some shit for the next month, and then go back to Raw and not travel. Like cake. It's a cake schedule. So there you go. Tinfoil hat me all you want. That's a great prediction. I'm sticking with that. That's right. John Cena, TNA World Heavyweight Champion. It's gonna be so good. No chance. That's what it's got. Oh man, loser doesn't like that idea. All right, so that's it. Comment on that. Let me know what you think. If you have any more things after you watch this, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed it. I hope everybody has a good 2025. 2024 wrestling was great. Hope everybody has a good night. Hugs and hand pounds all around. Fuck cancer.